Well, here's a little bit of a different video for y'all today. Um, we're going to be doing a will it run video on this older mini bike. Not really sure what it is. I think it's like some sort of Arco or something, but it says Cadet 2 up on the front. I think that's an Arco bike. I didn't really check the front of it. I just got it yesterday. It's got like what it looks to be a 4-horse Tecumseh on it. So there's that, and it's got, a brake, but it's a kind of an odd one. It's got a like brake caliper, mechanical brake caliper, and the rear sprocket also acts as like a brake rotor. So that's pretty wild. And of course, you got your throttle up here, which returns real nicely, but it does not have a lever in between the governor arm and the actual throttle butterfly on the carburetor. So 50 bucks got me this right here. It does have spark. I've been digging into it just a little bit, and it does already have spark, which is kind of surprising for something this old. And basically all we're going to have to do, I guess, is just tear into the carburetor and get it running. So first things first is going to be this carburetor. Basically all you got to do with this one, I have worked on these before, and since this one doesn't already have this, or has the lever off of it, all I got to do is take off these two, I think they're 7/16, or I could take off these two Phillips heads, but I think I'm going to just take this off right here. The two 7/16 nuts, carburetor should come off, take the fuel line off, and good to go. All right, so now we're going to crack this open right here. We're going to see what it has in store for us. So, don't really know the proper terms for all this stuff, but that's kind of like your needle for your main jet. I mean, I guess that's what you call it. Or at least that flathead screw into your float bowl bolt is what that is right there. So we're going to set that right there, and see, maybe it'll break loose for us like this. Yes, it will. And it actually isn't too bad. I was expecting a lot of old gas in this, but honestly, it looks like a really, really nice carb. It's kind of surprising, but we're still going to take it off, or take everything off of it and inspect it. Well, actually, we can check right now. That, if you can tell, your needle in there, it's moving halfway decent. Still needs a little bit of cleaning underneath a lot of that. So I'm going to try and push out this thing right here. All right, so the needle, which is right here. I've always hated these dang clips too on these older machines. If that'll focus right there. That clip right there, I've always hated those because they always get bent up and they never really work right. But either way, there's that. Nothing inside the float. So basically, we got a little bit of build up right here, and a little bit inside where I guess your main jet is. So I don't really have a lot of carburetor cleaner left, but we're going to use what we got. And it is coming out of the other end, which is good. And throttle is returning nicely. Honestly, I mean, this thing probably would have ran without the carburetor needing to be cleaned, but still good to clean it. I think I would rather have just taken taken the carburetor off and just inspected it instead of trying to run straight gas through it, because that's kind of a hassle anyway. So yeah, there's still a little bit of buildup, obviously, because I mean, I don't really have enough pressure to get it all out of there, and I don't have the right tool to, like, you know, scratch all that crap. I mean, do have a nail. I guess I could use that. There's really no harm done, I guess. So we're getting down in the crevices and everything, scratching all this crap out. Let's see here. It looks pretty decent, except for actually that here, if I can get my shadow out of the way. Well, anyway, yeah, except for that like buildup right there. Let's get that out of there. Like I said, I'm completely out of carb cleaner. I'm just gonna get that out with my finger. Okay, that is out. Believe it or not, this is crazy to me, because as you can tell, there's still a little bit of white paint around the edge of this float bowl seal, but like, it's actually still rubbery. That's kind of odd. All right, so this actually looks halfway decent. All right, so carburetor's back on, and upon further inspection, I did jack it up and to where, you know, I could actually feel the compression, because the clutch is actually kind of stuck on it from sitting. And I mean, like, there's just no resistance at all, no compression. As you can tell, the wheel is moving. Anyway, so I'm guessing there's a stuck valve in there, because I can't really feel it sucking in anything into the carburetor. So that could be it. Hopefully that's it. Or it could be rings, and in that case, I mean, this engine's not really worth just rebuilding. So anyway, we're going to see what the problem is with the valves. All right, so I took the head off, and actually both valves are moving, and the cylinder wall actually seems to be doing, or looking, it looks fairly decent. Felt around, didn't see any huge gashes or marks in it, so there's that. Both valves, I mean they could use to be relapped, I guess. That could be your issue too, but I don't really have anything to relap the valves with. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up all this and clean up the head. I already started on the head and the piston and the valves and all that, but I'm going to finish up here and put it back together and see if there's any change. Kind of doubt there will be, but we'll see what happens. Well, got everything tightened back up. Still literally just nothing. No compression at all. I'm guessing it's just the rings in it, because both valves are moving, but it's got plenty of oil, and there's still no oil moving past the rings, but there was a lot of buildup whenever I took the head off, so I'm guessing that was the issue. I'm not really wanting to pursue putting rings in this thing, so I'll probably end up putting a different engine on it. And that's the end of this video. So next video, we're probably gonna be swapping the engine on this thing, just because, you know, the no compression thing with this engine, and plus it's probably wore out anyway. Even if I did get it running, it wouldn't run worth a crap. So that will be next video. Let me know if y'all like this kind of content, because I got plenty of other projects, and I got a few outside too that we can work on after we get this one done. And yeah, I'm kind of learning as I go with this kind of video, just because, I mean, you know, just trying to find the right words to say and how to word everything. I mean, it's always been kind of hard for me, but like, especially in something like this where I'm not really actually physically talking to somebody, I mean, you know, it gets kind of hard, I guess, but Anyway, I'm learning. So